Hello and welcome to the Inner Flame Oracle. My name's Tracy. I'm here to help you reconnect to your inner flame. I'm sorry I'm laughing, but I'm just like, I am having such a weird morning, weird day. It's like almost everything I do turns to crap, but I keep trying. I keep trying. And like, I was just sitting down to, I'm doing a smudge with my sage, and I use my eagle feather, which was gifted to me by an elder, so I'm allowed to have it. But I was like mixing it around like I usually do, and then I'm like, I went to put it down and it hit my finger and it burnt my finger, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? Earlier today I was like just shuffling cards and stuff, and they went bang everywhere. I'm like, okay, am I not supposed to do a reading today, or what is going on here? So I don't know. The energy is crazy, and I'm just wondering if anybody else out there is feeling that. It's like you're trying as hard as you can to make things work, and things are just like, nope, I'm not doing that. No, I don't want to do that. Well, you know what? Traveling lightly, simplify your life. I don't know how much more simple it can get, okay? So anyways, I'm here now because I said I was going to be here Friday to get back to doing readings for you. Here I am. I'm a little bit disheveled, and it's okay. You know what? I'm not a person to pretend to be something I'm not. I am not always grounded. I am not always centered. I am not always in alignment, and that's okay. That's part of life. That's part of the growing and learning process and all these things. You can't always be in a guru state of mind unless you're maybe living in a I don't know what they call a monastery, I guess, and that's what you do all day long. But hey, I live in the real world and sometimes things are just screwed. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see what message wants to come out for you, for me, for everyone. Let's go. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. And that is exactly it. Because I'm a truth seeker, but I'm also a truth sayer. It's like, I'm going to tell you exactly the way it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. That's how I am in life too. And a lot of people don't like me for that. And I'm okay with that. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. Yep, that's what I've been trying to do here today. And valiant courage, take action with passion. Yep, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now too. So discovering truth, finding sanctuary, and valiant courage. So look, like I haven't even gotten all my cards out of the boxes yet because things have just been so screwy, but this is it. This is the reality of things. So okay. Let's see what the tarot has to say in regards to these three cards that have come out for us. Discovering truth, finding sanctuary, and valiant courage. Taking action with passion. Yeah. All right, so let's see how the rest of this story unfolds. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I don't know, I'm in a weird mood today, and I hope I'm bringing a little bit of laughter to you, because sometimes that's really just all we need, eh? A good laugh. And if you would mind to hit the like, subscribe button, make a comment if you like. I am open again for personal readings, so if you want one, my email is in the description box below this video, also in the about section. Alright, so let's see where we're going. Wow. I mean, seriously, I'm going to say it again. You can't make this stuff up. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands energy is the overall energy for this reading. And like, wow. Okay, what a mess. And Queen of Wands is Sagittarius energy. It's also fire energy, right? It's passion. Take action with passion. There you go. You just can't make this stuff up, folks. All right. Nine of Pentacles. So I'm going to lay it out and then we're going to talk about it. Wow, the King of Wands. So Queen and King of Wands showing up. Four of Cups. What's that about? Wow. Okay. Six of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Here comes the sun. Do, 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 do. Okay. Wow. The Ace of Wands. Page of Swords. And the Four of Swords. I stumbled just for a minute because I realized that we have, do we have yet? We have 4 4s. So if anybody has been seeing 444 lately, I know I have, I would take that as a, I don't even know what to call it. Watch this message. This message is for you, okay? So, with the overall energy coming out as the Queen of Wands, like I said, it's like being in that place of fire, of passion, connecting, reconnecting to your inner flame, and just taking action with passion. That really matches up with that Valiant Courage card, right? It really matches up with that. And opening to your spiritual source, finding sanctuary. I'm going to say it with that too. The Queen of Wands, finding sanctuary, opening up to your spiritual source. Our spiritual source is our inner flame, our inner fire, you know, and discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Yeah, you do. You stand in the light of truth. This could be a reading for Sagittarius because we're at the end of it, I think. The 20, I think we're, yeah, today or tomorrow is the end of Sagittarius. And something to do with the new moon in Sagittarius. I don't really dive too much into that stuff, but Queen of Fire. So you've got the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles coming in with the King of Wands and the Four of Cups. Interesting energy. Interesting energy because the Nine of Pentacles is like, she's doing fine. You know, she's got everything she wants. Sorry, that smoke is from my sage burning. She's got everything she wants. She's stable in her finances. She's stable in her where she lives. She's stable in herself. She's stable in her confidence. She's stable, okay? Everything about her is stable. And with the King of Wands coming in right beside that with the Four of Cups, which is an interesting energy. Hang on here. See, I'm going to, before I get into the King of Wands here, I'm going to go over here to the Four of Cups. Because the Four of Cups, as you see, is like, there's an offer being presented as an offer of emotion, maybe an offer of love. But this person is kind of looking at it going, I'm not sure about that. And there's 3 cups, like, kind of beside this person, right? And it's almost like they've ignored those 3 offers. This one offer's kind of piqued the interest, but still not quite sure about that. And with the King of Wands coming in just before this Four of Cups is a very passionate, fiery energy. Yeah, whatever this offer is, you're kind of thinking about it, but you're not really sure. You're kind of like, and with the book being there, like with the person reading this book, it's almost like gathering more knowledge. Maybe getting more information about who this King of Wands is, what this passionate offer is all about, and, you know, standing in the light of truth, in your truth, right? Because you're fine. You're doing fine. You don't need nothing coming in and messing things up. You know, not that it will. I don't know. It hasn't shown that yet, but who knows? Life is weird. So going from that energy into the Six of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Sun. Really weird energy because look at this. The Six of Wands. Now, This card represents victory. So you're victorious, you're riding around, people are celebrating you, you're on your horse, you're like, yeah, I did it, you know, whatever it is to you, whatever accomplishment you're trying to do, you've become victorious over it. But there's this weird little energy of holding on to something. And because it's Four of Pentacles, it's like you're kind of holding on to whatever stability you have, which is strange, right? Because you got a lot of it right here. And then you go down the road here and you're like, I'm good. But wait, there's something up. There's something up. And I'm going to get a little bit more clarity actually on that just before we move into the Sun card. So let's just, let's take a little bit more cards here. Please clarify the Four of Pentacles. Why is the Four of Pentacles here right beside the Six of Wands? Because the Six of Wands is, like I said, it's victory, right? Okay. Yeah, sure. Well, let's see if there's one more. And we'll take that. Okay. So, what came out was the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Cups, but I'm going to go as it's kind of sideways. So, you're not in balance, you're not out of balance, you're kind of like in the middle. And it's a lot of wands coming out here. And the Nine of Wands. So when we're clarifying the Four of Pentacles, and you got the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Wands, it's kind of like, it's like this, it's almost like this mindset of like, I don't have enough. What am I going to do if I lose what I have? All that kind of weird, negative self-talk about what you have is turning. That wheel is turning. That wheel is changing. Your mindset is changing about things. And because of that, you're going to be standing in the Queen of Cups energy when you put up boundaries. Like, it's kind of weird. Sorry. When you put up your boundaries. That's what this card is. The Nine of Wands. Or the Nine of Wands. Sorry. That's what this card is. When you put up your boundaries, even like it's like you're not kneeling down to anyone. You're not kneeling down to anyone. I just saw something. Hang on. You're not kneeling down to anyone, but you know your truth. You stand in the light of truth. You know your truth. You are on bended knee in the fact where it's like you trust who you are. You trust your word, and you're going to like gently let somebody know, hey, this is where I'm at. This is what I will and will not tolerate. If you're good with that, cool. And if you're not, well, that's cool too, but I got to go. And it's like being in this beautiful Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Cups is just lavish, like almost like royalty in a sense, where she is like the bomb. And she's got two dogs here which represent loyalty. So there's two pieces of loyalty in her life, or it could be, it could be separate people that are loyal, or it could just be that she has balanced the energy between the material and the spiritual, right? The physical, the spiritual, because cups are emotion. So she has balanced that. She's in alignment with herself. So those cards came out in regards to that Four of Pentacles. So that Four of Pentacles is kind of like, oh, it's turned away. It's gone, right? And finishing off that row of cards there is the Sun. Exactly it. That's exactly it. And look at this card. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at that. Right? She walks in beauty. You walk in beauty. And that's what it is. It's like you walk in beauty. You have learned to balance yourself. You've learned to balance the spiritual, the emotional, the mental, and the financial, and in a cycle, in the wheel keeps turning, right? That is absolutely beautiful energy. And so going from the Sun into the Ace of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Swords, and there's the final four. And the Ace of Wands is a new opportunity for passion. Again, valiant courage. Take action with passion. Take action with passion. Right? This is a message that's been clear through this whole reading right now, is about passion. Look at all the fire here. Let's put it together. Let's see how much fire there is here. And where's the other one? The Nine of Wands. Look at all that. Look at all that. Look at all that fire energy. If that doesn't say inner flame, I don't know what does. That's absolutely a beautiful energy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the fact that, all these cards are telling me that you are moving towards something that is very passionate. It lights you up. This new opportunity coming in for passion is interesting to me because it's the Ace of Wands followed by the Page of Swords. And pages are messengers, right? Communication. So somebody's going to come in and have a talk with you about whatever this passionate new opportunity is. And the reason why they're going to come in and talk to you is because you've done this. This is the Four of Swords. You've done the healing. You've done whatever the healing was needed to be done in order to move forward in your life. And that is ultimately what we all want to achieve, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. The healing's not over. It's never over. We're continually healing. But you are definitely at a, what's that word? Precipice? You're definitely at a precipice point of change for the better. This is kind of like, hang on a second. I want to get a timing card for this because I'm getting this feeling like this is going to happen pretty soon. This is going to happen, or maybe it already is happening for you. Yeah. Yeah. The Knight of Wands. Look at more fire. And this has happened within the last month. This has happened in Sagittarius season. I truly believe that this is a reading for Sagittarius. Okay, there's just too many fire elements going on here. And especially with the King and Queen of Wands. I'm surprised Temperance hasn't come out yet. Maybe she will. But yeah, the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is an energy of like, I have overcome. I have won this challenge. You have won this challenge. You have won whatever this challenge is. And now you walk towards the sun. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to I'm going to close this off with, how about this? My Shaman Dream Oracle deck. I haven't used this one for a while. So let's close off this reading with a card from my Shaman deck. Shaman Dream Oracle. This is a beautiful deck. I love this deck. I hope that was helpful. Once again, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I hope you'll come back. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you so much. And just know, I'm just going to be me, and I expect you to just be you. So be yourself. Don't try to be something that you're not. Just be you. Yeah. hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you'll be notified when I do another video, because it's coming soon. I've got some notes over there, and I'm planning some stuff for possibly Sunday is kind of what I'm targeting, so we'll see. All right, so let's see what message wants to come out to close off this reading from my Shaman Dream Oracle. Okay, wow, we got quite a bit here. So the first one we got is the wall. Obstacles. Yeah, you have overcome some insurmountable obstacles. Look at this. That's the wall, right? The empty well. Time to replenish. Yeah, because you did the healing. And usually when we do healing, it really empties us out, right? And it makes us really, really drained and really, really tired. So it's time to replenish that energy. Look at this. The Magician's Sword. Confidence in your magic. Confidence in your magic. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this card. Every time I see this card, I just, wow, okay? And you have done this work. You have done this healing work. And the Sky Dancers surround you because you have surrendered. You have surrendered control. You have surrendered the ego. You have surrendered having to know it all. You have picked up your sword and walked into the light. And you now walk into the sun. You walk into the sun. This is an absolutely phenomenal reading, and I'm so glad that I was able to do it for you, because I didn't think I was going to. But anyways, once again, I'm Tracey Lynn. This is the Inner Flame Oracle. I'll see you next time.